Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bloom and Nest. So we are going to be doing our September garden walkthrough, garden tour. There has been a lot of changes in the garden and I want to get started. So let's go. So the first thing that we are going to tackle is our first raised garden bed. What we have here, we have bok choy, and that's it. It's a full bed of bok choy. I did sprinkle in some seeds for carrots in the center. They are germinating, which is very exciting because I have not been watering them. So it's going to be bok choy and carrots. As you guys know, we are going to be moving our grape vine off of the trellis this September. That is one of our goals for this month. We're probably going to do it when it's a little bit more dormant, so a little bit closer to the middle to end of September to, give it some time. Going on the other side of the garden bed, we have, or of the garden, we have our peppers. So we have bell peppers as well as our jalapeno peppers. And I did plant some broccoli on the other side. Come, let's go this way. So I did plant 3 broccolis on this other side, and I have it covered with our netting. And I think what I'm going to be doing is, because the fall season is coming around, I want to move the marigolds to the front of the house, into the front garden beds, to give that fall color. And we have been having a lot more colder days and nights. I don't know what it was, but it kind of hit my summer plants hard. So speaking of that, I want to speak about my tomatoes. So I don't know if you guys can see, we talked about it in a lot of, almost every video. I have been harvesting tomatoes like crazy, but I have not pruned any of the leaves. So if you can see, there's a lot of brown spots and yellow spots. The tomato itself is splitting. So I'm definitely going to be harvesting the last bit of the tomatoes and pulling these soon. I don't think I'm going to put anything in these garden beds. I'm going to probably just put them to rest, amend them, cover them with mulch, and put them to rest for the season. But don't hold me to that. We'll see. Something might change. We're going to go to the last garden bed. Oh, wait. Before we go there, I want to show you guys. Before we go to that garden bed, I want to show you guys the nasturtium. The nasturtium is blowing up on both sides. So like they're taking over. I never knew that they would take over so much. I'm thinking maybe I'll plant these in the front next year. But this is the Alaska. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'm going to put it on the screen. But I love the way the leaves, like they're so beautiful. The multicolor of the leaves, the beauty in the actual flower, it's beautiful. But anywho, so yeah, the 3 that I have planted have definitely grown beautifully. And then in this bed, we have our broccoli. I am not happy with my broccoli. So I had 3 that I planted ahead of time. They're growing relatively well. They do have damage on the leaves. I think there is aphids just in this bed, period. So I'm going to show you guys. I planted a few smaller broccolis that we started them together later. It was our fall season broccoli, second batch. And obviously it dried out, which is fine because I wasn't watering it. But also the ones that I planted in the beginning with this, it died. It's like the aphids, the insect, whatever it was, murdered it. So I did some replanting. So I have smaller ones back there. I'm not sure if you guys can see them. I planted 2 smaller ones. Hopefully, 1, we can harvest them at a different time. And 2, they hopefully could survive the transplant. I'm seeing aphids even right now on here. Anyways, and then on the other side of here, we have our peas. Oh, yeah? They say ladybugs are really good.
The grasshoppers will eat. No, not grasshoppers. Praying mantis.
Yeah, the praying mantis. Yes. People say that. So here we have our peas. They're growing up. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a harvest before we get our first frost. I'm hoping so, because our first frost is normally around October 15th, October 16th. So I'm hoping by then this will grow up and provide us some peas. These are shelling peas. And on the other side, we have sugar snap peas. And that's all we have in our 4 raised garden beds. But then we also have our green stock. So let's go over to our green stock. In our green stock, I am definitely planning to get a second green stock because it does wonders. Honestly, the pest damage is so minimized because of it being on our porch. Squirrels can't get to it. Raccoons, when they came, they didn't eat it. And we have so much, like even now, like we're still getting strawberries coming off of here. And I'm loving it. It's
You should
also
buy more of these things.
yeah, so the thing is with this, you can grow, I think it was 36 plants or 36, yeah, I think different
Six
plants.
plants.
30. You can grow 30 different plants in this one green stock, and it takes up such small space. And for me, our family loves strawberries. And this season I actually was able to get more strawberries than any other season, even from the back bed. But the problem is when it was in the back raised bed, there was a lot more damage on the strawberries. So I think I am definitely going to move them here. Also, I talked to you guys about this before, but I filled the top with strawberries, and so far the strawberries have self-seeded all the way down. So it's filling out this whole green stock on its own, which for me, I'll take. Obviously, once it fills out, I'll start cutting off the runners so it can focus on creating strawberries next season. But the runners have saved me the coin, and I'm loving that. So yeah, and then we also have California Wonder bell peppers growing from here. I already harvested one, and same, the bell pepper that grows on here, way less damage. And we have jalapenos. Too many jalapenos. I gave away a lot of jalapenos this season. I'm going to only plant one next year. I am not planting as many as I did this year. It's definitely not necessary for my family. We're going to head over as well to the back raised bed because we have one more plant. So we also have our blueberries, we have sunflowers, and we have our pumpkin. So with our pumpkin, you know that we were tackling powdery mildew on our pumpkin, but it is doing a lot better now. So this one is starting to change color. I don't even know what variety this is, mainly because I bought it from Walmart. And then we also have this one here. My family, we don't eat pumpkin. I'm honestly growing this just for decoration. So I'm going to be growing it and planting it into... Oh, look at the bees. The bees are loving this Cosmo. And I'm seeing more Cosmo seeds on the floor, which is not good. That's not good. It's going to self-seed like crazy next year. I'm going to have to definitely... Yeah. My blueberries, they're definitely coming back as well. So there's one blueberry tree that I was struggling with last year that I believe died. The cold murdered it, but it is coming back. So I've been trying to make sure that the soil...
Some little blueberries.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure the soil's acidic. I'm trying to make sure that they're doing well, but I'm definitely going to move them. Oh, guys, I forgot to show you our watermelon. So we had one last watermelon plant that I'm going to be pulling because it cannot handle the cold. But this is the one that Callie planted. So I'm gonna, when we pick it, I'm gonna pick it with her, and I'm going to have her cut it open with me because I want her to see. Again, you learn things, right?
Fruits of her labor.
I want her to see the entire process of seed to plant to food. Like I want her to kind of understand, like she put this there. Anyways, our last thing is our apple trees. We always end with our apple trees. We have this one that is growing a little too quickly. I'm going to prune it. So with it, I spoke about it. I don't think I told you guys. So one side was growing. I cut it back a little bit. I pruned it because this side is not growing at all. And I'm assuming what the research I said is if you cut back to the one side, it might focus its energy on growing the next side. I don't think that's going to happen. So I might have to prune the top as well. But I'm afraid that if I do that too prematurely, it will sprout a different layer. So it's a whole thing. I'm going to let this get to the top here, cut it, and hope that if I continue to cut this back, it will grow this side. But either way, this plant, this apple tree, in one season, because this was just the stick, it has grown this much It's done really well. I cut it back a few times. This is the best. What is it? It is a Liberty, a dwarf Liberty apple tree. And this dwarf Liberty apple tree has provided so, like, it's supposed to be the dwarf Liberty, the Liberty, I guess, variety overall in apples. They are the most disease resistant. So that's one of the reasons why I got this, but I do need to get another variety in order for it to cross pollinate and actually bear fruit. So the next one that I got, which was the one that was struggling with disease, the aphids, it did not do so well in the beginning of the season. And we know that. The variety for this one is Priscilla. They're both dwarf trees, so I'm hoping that even though that they're dwarf, they still grow enough. But this one has bounced back. I was able to remove the aphids. I cut back any of the disease that it possibly was encountering, and it has grown. Finally, it started to grow. I'm gonna input a footage of how it looked before and how it looks now. You'll see that there has been some growth. Oh, it has two leading. I need to cut this back. You see? So I'm trying to stay on top of it. So this is supposed to be the leading and this is not. So I'm going to have to cut back this branch. And that's how you make, an espalier. We also have grow bags lining the front of the garden bed. With the grow bags, we have more broccoli. So 2 of them are broccoli. This is lettuce. And then this over here was broccoli, but I kind of broke off the head and there's nothing in it. But I do have, I believe, some backup lettuce. Yep, I have some backup lettuce that's here. I'm going to transplant one of them over. So we'll have 2 lettuce and 2 broccoli. I hope you guys enjoyed that garden tour. We do have a lot of different projects that we have on our list to accomplish in September. If you have not yet, please like and subscribe below. That does help my channel. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.